Cleburne County High School honors its past with a new display for future generations.
Sunny, dry, and warm weather remains in the forecast for the rest of the work week. We'll have the complete forecast details coming up.
Coming up in sports, we're previewing all the regional volleyball games for our local teams. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Hello, we're glad you could be with us. I'm Mike Stedham.
And I'm Katie Edwards.
Cleburne County High School in Heflin brought a lot of its history into its hallway this week with the opening of a new Wall of Tradition that features photos and stories from the past. It's the brainchild of Principal Ron Irvin, who says the wall honors the history of his school.
We really wanted to showcase the history of Cleburne County High School because you know how it is, man. A lot of our kids don't know who started it all or who the important figures are of it. And I thought it would be big for our kids, big for our community, just to showcase, the great people that's walked these halls and done things for our school and whatnot.
While the photos in the display are all school related, Irvin says that putting this project together was a real community effort for Cleburne County residents.
We reached out to the families, reached out to the people that are actually on there, and I wanted it to be something that they could be proud of. So honestly, I got most of the pictures from them. There was a couple that I had to get out like yearbooks or the newspaper or something like that, but we got most of it directly from the person or the family, and actually most of what's written up there came from either the person or the family. Like I said, hey, write your bio. I wanted to say exactly what you wanted to say. Send us the pictures that you want to be up there, things of that nature. So most of it came directly from the source.
When the wall was unveiled this week, it immediately got a lot of attention from students, teachers, and alumni.
The students, they were intrigued by it. I could see them all kind of stopping and looking at it. We have a lot of our alumni a lot of our teachers that are alumni. They all stopped that morning. They were some tears that were shed over, because the impact a lot of those people had on their lives. That's the reason why some of them are here is because of those gentlemen on there. So the alumni was intrigued. The kids were intrigued. Like one of our coaches is an alumni, Coach Taylor. He's a history guy. He was bringing his classes out there, almost doing like a museum tour, and he was explaining who each person was and things of that nature. And we're very blessed that we have some pretty cool people up there. It's not just just a sports a wall.
When we come back, area business leaders spent today playing games for a good cause.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
It was mostly fun and games today at the Anniston City Meeting Center as local businesses gathered for the Chamber and Visitor Center's annual Expo. Almost 100 companies and nonprofits were involved in the big event, according to the Chamber's Director of Marketing and Engagement, Savannah Dempsey.
So the Expo, we have over 90 booths, and we have over about 1,500 people that normally come through. We have a nonprofit forum, and then we have more distributors in here. So they kind of do fun games and just giveaways and just talk more about their businesses.
While most of the booths featured games, giveaways, and other gifts, the underlying purpose of the Expo was to bring the Chamber's members together to make contacts and share ideas about improving the local economy. Dempsey said one group in particular had a unique way to bring different people together.
The Sheriff's Office has a game where you can kind of network, so somebody might get put in jail and they have to talk with other people to get out of the jail. So it's kind of fun, a lot of networking going on. We have an exhibitors lounge, so it's fun and games.
When we come back, dry weather causes a no-burn order for East Alabama.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
A no-burn order has been issued by the Alabama Forestry Commission. During the past 7 days, state firefighters have responded to 111 wildfires that scorched more than 1,881 acres of forest land. Drought conditions are expected to worsen with no rain is forecast in the next week. This extremely dry weather creates a greater than average potential for outdoor fires to escape easily and spread rapidly, taking longer and more firefighting resources to contain and ultimately control. And I've been seeing a lot of complaints on Facebook, people going out into the woods and saying, hey, a lot of smoke out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of complaints on Facebook, not a lot of complaints from me. I really like the dry weather. I know we need rain. I know we do, but
Yeah,
it is.
and we are lucky we are not actually out in the fire. So
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
But how much longer will these conditions persist? Let's go over to the EAN Weather Center where Jon Holder will have an answer.
Mike and Katie, it has been dry for a long time, and we're going to stay dry at least into the month of November. We'll have the complete forecast details for all of East Alabama next.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Temperatures continue to be several degrees above the average today. Across East Alabama, we topped out at 79 this afternoon. No doubt some of you probably saw 80 on the backyard thermometers. The 40s are gone. Our average low for this time of year, as you see, 49 degrees. We are not going to see any 40s for at least a week coming up. Our low this morning was 51 degrees, and those nighttime lows are going upwards. 84, the record high temperature, the record low 26. And look at these sunrise and sunset times. The sun rising now not almost until 7 o'clock in the morning. Our sun setting now before 6 o'clock in the evening. The time change comes next weekend in a little less than 2 weeks, and then those times will certainly be even shorter. Weather on your street on a Tuesday night. Going to take you to Alexandria Wellington Road out in the Alexandria Valley. Mostly clear skies tonight. 50 for the low. Again, those nighttime temperatures really after tonight going to warm up. You'll notice that as we move through the next several days. Coming up tomorrow, total sunshine all across East Alabama, wherever you are in Calhoun and Cleburne counties, including on Gray Street in downtown Oxford. Expect total sunshine. High temperatures everywhere will be right around 80 degrees tomorrow. And again, no chance of rain whatsoever in the forecast for your Wednesday. For the rest of the week coming up, more of the same. The 80s returning. Haslam Street in Piedmont, let me just tell you, we're going to be in the low 80s for the rest of the week. We could even see some mid 80s by the latter part of the weekend and the early part of next week. So we're going back to springtime, if not summertime, for the next several days across East Alabama. Here's the 7-day forecast. No chance of rain again at all in the forecast. And look at these 80s on the board. 80 degrees the next couple of days. For the weekend, we're going to be in the lower 80s. I wouldn't be surprised on Sunday if we see an 84 or 85 degree temperature across East Alabama. We mentioned those nighttime lows coming up as well. 58, 57 degree readings, common upper 50s all the way through until we get into Monday of next week. There is a cooling trend coming. Right around Halloween, we could see temperatures backing off into the 70s for highs. But again, that is still a week away. In the meantime, for the next week, 80s and 50s with no chance of rain in the forecast at all across East Alabama. Yesterday, we showed you the outlook for temperatures for the next 6 to 10 days. We want to go out further trying to find some cool weather, so this goes out November 1st through the 7th, taking us into the first week of November, and you're going to see that we are going to see temperatures maybe actually right at or below normal coming up for the first week of November. We mentioned next week around the Tuesday, Wednesday time frame that we would be looking at some cooler temperatures coming in, and we could see maybe, possibly by the end of next week, the coolest weather of the fall season coming so far. That, though, is still about 8 to 10 days away. In the meantime, we're going to continue to have warm weather, abnormally warm weather, all across East Alabama. Join me back here tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock. We will have your exclusive breakfast and morning forecast for right here in East Alabama, and we'll have that for you tomorrow morning. And then I'll be back here tomorrow evening for EAN Local News with a complete forecast for all of East Alabama. Regional volleyball is underway. A number of area teams involved with that. Namath Pitts is next with sports with all the details. Namath?
Thanks, John. The 2023 regional volleyball tournaments start tomorrow in Huntsville and Montgomery. Most of our local teams are competing in Huntsville, with a few making the trip to our state capital. The first game is the Oxford Yellow Jackets against Muscle Shoals. The Class 6A Area 13 runner-up Oxford, who is 38-14, will open the North Regional Tournament in Huntsville's Von Braun Center tomorrow against Area 15 tournament winner Muscle Shoals. Muscle Shoals is 32-13. That match is scheduled to start at 3:30 p.m. The first round winners will play quarterfinal round matches at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow. The 6A tournament concludes on Thursday with semifinal matches at 2 p.m. and matches to determine the seeds for the top 4 teams at 6:30 p.m. Class 5A Alexandria, who is number 3 in the state, will face off against the Hayden Wildcats. Alexandria, 48-8, is facing Area 10 runner-up Hayden, who is 21-19, in its opening match at the 5A North Regional Tournament in Huntsville tomorrow at 10:15 a.m. Alexandria comes into regionals ranked number 3 in the state and favored to win regionals. Whitney Welch and the Valley Cubs have strong chances behind the play of Kaylee Dickerson, Cassidy Hartsfield, and Aaron Spradley. The Piedmont Bulldogs, who are a bit of a surprise to get in, are going to face off against Area 12 winner Danville in its opening match at the 3A North Regional Tournament in Huntsville at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Piedmont comes into regionals after losing to Ohatchee in the Class 3A Area 10 Championship. Piedmont will have their hands full against the Hawks. And the Class 3A winner right there, the Ohatchee Indians, who are number 7, are going to face off against the Area 12 runner-up, which is Vinemont. That match will start tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. in Huntsville at the North Regional Tournament. Ohatchee comes into regionals ranked number 7 in the state and looking for another appearance in Birmingham next week. Rebecca Hughes and the Indians have surprised people all season long, and this is a testament of how great Ellie Carden, Brett Finn, and Alana Fitch have been. Let's move to Class 2A. This is a matchup. The number 3 Donahoe Falcons and the number 7 Holly Pond. Class 2A Area 10 might have one of the hardest matchups in the first round of regionals. Area 10 also features, 2 of the best teams in the state. And number 3 Donahoe will open their regional tournament play in Huntsville against Area 12 winner and number 7 in Class 2A Holly Pond. The game will begin at 12:45 p.m. Anna Taylor finally has her Falcons healthy and looks for consistency in the regional tournament. The winner of that same region, Pleasant Valley, the number 1 team in Class 2A, is going to face Southeastern Mustangs. Dana Bryant is set to coach in her final North Regional Tournament in Huntsville. Her team will take the court at 12:45 p.m. against Area 12 runner-up Southeastern. The Raiders and Mustangs have both been consistent throughout the season. And Coach Dana Bryant and the Pleasant Valley Raiders are ranked number 1 in the state and predicted by many to be the last team standing in Class 2A. Let's move to Montgomery. The Walter Welborn Panthers. Coach Brenda Vinson and the Welborn Panthers are making their 10th straight appearance at regionals. Welborn is one of the few teams headed south to the AHSA South Regional at the Crampton Bowl Multiplex in Montgomery. The Welborn Panthers are having a historic year, and they will open regional play against Area 6 runner-up Alabama Christian. Welborn will start the day at 9 a.m. sharp. Brenda Vincent gave us her thoughts on Alabama Christian and the AHSA South Regional.
We're excited about attending our 10th consecutive regional tournament. This year we go to Montgomery again. We'll be facing Alabama Christian, which is historically a very strong program. So we're excited about the opportunity to play, and we've tried to do a little research on our opponents and what the bracket holds and how it can shake out. But ultimately, at the end of the day, we can only control what we can do on our side of the net. And as long as we play hard for each other, communicate, and go and enjoy the opportunity, it'll be a good day for us.
All local teams will need 2 wins to advance to the next day and also advance to play in Birmingham next week at the state tournament. We will have more highlights this week. We'll have interview from coaches. I'll be in Huntsville myself with all the coverage. That's it for EAN Local Sports. Let's go back over to Mike and Katie.
Thanks for the update, Namath, and thank you for watching today.
You can find us here online every weekday on either Facebook or YouTube and on our website, eastalabamanow.com. Just go to our video feed and watch us whenever it's convenient for you.
That's right, and we'll see you back here Wednesday for your news on your schedule.